Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? This is Kim Sites doing another Victory Sunday where I give y'all the most raw, uncut, unfiltered version of me. Like I always say, y'all, I love sports, so y'all, you'll never know what you're gonna catch me talking about. You might catch me talking about football, basketball, maybe in a little bit of hockey. You never know, man. I might talk about the USA team, but I'm not gonna talk about the USA team, y'all, because like even though I like hockey, that's a little bit. Only watch the highlights, but I only just want to talk about the low lights sometimes. But with all this being said, y'all, this is Kevin Sides doing another Victory Sunday. On the first topic of Victory Sunday, I just want to talk about, y'all, is the NBA tanking. As y'all all know, y'all, NBA tanking has been a big topic of discussion of recently. Adam Silver, he's been trying to even think about even some rules that he's been trying to suggest just to put in place just for teams not to tank anymore. And some of the rules that he was just talking about was like one that I heard of was just like making a lottery, like for it to be like a 2 year process or something like that, for it to be a 2 year record or something like that, which is to me sound kind of stupid in my opinion. Also, not allowing teams that was in the conference championship to be in a lottery that the next year, which I think is even another stupid idea. I know I'm coming at Adam Silver, but yeah, but it sounds like another stupid idea because like, hint for the example, like yo, what would happen if Tim Duncan then goes to the Spurs for the Spurs dynasty to still be what it was, or would it became? Hell, even would Victor Wembanyama, would he be a fan of the Spurs or something like that? Oh yeah, and then this what was another one that I seen? Oh, but this one I do like when he said that possibly allowing the teams to play in to get into the lottery. I think that's a great idea. Like yo, make it more optional, make it more that so it seem like yo, it don't seem like the bottom teams like, oh yeah, if we just tank, like yo, we could just lose these games and pretty much like yo, we got a guaranteed pick. Because what I also heard was just like yo, like if you want the lower teams, like you cap out at the fourth pick, and I think that shit kind of crazy. Like, yo, let your ass cap out at the 14th pick and you're not tank anymore and shit like that. But on another story about that though, and this is my opinion about tanking. Like, y'all, I'm a Washington fan, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's been times like my team, like, yo, bro, they been bad, and it's like by 3 quarters of the season, I don't care about them winning. I just keep it a buck with you. I'd rather for them to lose because when they feel like they win, we lose. You'd be like, damn, I want them to get that number one pick. Like I was happy like when Washington was losing like a few years ago, and then we got Jaden Daniels. Like shit, if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have had Jaden Daniels. So like shoot, to me, like do I always agree with tanking? I'm somewhat 50-50 because like in examples of the NBA, like they say like a third of the league is tanking, and you seeing like teams that they putting guys on layaway right now. Like damn, like the Wizards like traded for Anthony Davis, and they told him like yo, sit your ass down, like get healthy. Then you see what going on with Utah. Like, yo, like Jackson got traded to Utah. He played 2 games, and now we find out he had a growth in his knee. And then they was like, yo, sit it down for the rest of the season. They just said they just want him to get, he just wanted him to play a few more games. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, that ain't don't make no sense to me. Like, y'all just got they gonna trade him for players, and then it's time to sit the fuck down. Like, I remember when Lakers traded for Williams, who's from the 757. Once they found out his physical didn't pass, they said, dog, nah, avoid this trade. Let's get rid of this shit. But yeah, you've seen a lot of teams do that, and I don't agree with that. But on another topic, y'all, as y'all can see, like yo, there's another fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. This is the second fight. The first fight was in May of 2015. Whoop de doo. It's 11 years later. Manny Pacquiao is 47, and Floyd just turned 49. Like this past week, y'all. And in just my opinion, yo, I don't want to see this shit. Being honest with you, the only reason why I will see it is because it's on Netflix. I'm paying for Netflix, but it's more of a freer fight than anything. Now they're saying like the bag for the fight is crazy though. Like they saying like they both gonna get 300 million a piece. So it sounds like to me like y'all, it's more of a money fight, y'all. And like a lot of people even said it. Like it's not just me saying it, it's not just what I'm hearing. It's everybody saying like, yo, these dudes need the money, they need the bread, and like they trying to just do this fight for that reason. But it's just like, bro, I don't want to see it, bro. Like being honest with you, like, and it's just me paying homage respect to like the greats because I think they both are great and some of the best fighters. But it's just like y'all past y'all prime. Like y'all need to just go ahead and kick it in the bucket and make money off them young boys. Like it's just like, do we want to see a Jordan versus Magic Johnson 1-on-1? Hell no, I don't want to see that shit. They too old for it. Like And the thing of it is, it hurt my heart and hurt my feelings. Even though I'm not the huge boxing fan, but I still do like boxing to a certain level of extent. And it's just that like the shit turns to the damn WWE, or it's turning into like it's just messing up boxing in my opinion. Like it's just like yo, like you get to see when you watching wrestling, like every once in a while you see the Undertaker come back for WrestleMania or something like that. I don't want to see that shit no more. We need to cut that out, man. And then like now it's trickling down to boxing. It's just like yo, you got Floyd fighting he's fighting Mike Tyson. I don't want to see that. You had Mike Tyson fighting one of the what's the brother's name? Yeah, one of the Paul brothers. Like I don't want to see like that shit. To me is not that's not boxing. That's not nothing gonna catch my eye, catch my attention. That's just my opinion on it, y'all. But y'all feel free to tell me what y'all think. But to me, I'm not excited about it. I'm just gonna watch it just because it's on Netflix. With all due respect, I wouldn't pay for it. But on a last and touching subject, um after shooting my last Victory Sunday videos, and actually after shooting my money uh, videos on Saturday last week, unfortunately, NFL player Rondell Moore took his life in his own hands. I'm not gonna say actually what it was due to YouTube guidelines, but took his life in his own hands, man. And unfortunately, like man, this is the third time we done heard someone that plays football or is in the NFL of recently in the last year that done did this, man. And it's just a sad subject, man. It's very sad and touching, considering that the fact that I coach football, man, and I always preach players mental, and I always I'm big on the mental. And it's just that like like this is becoming too common, man. Like 3 players in the last year, it's crazy, man. And like they say, man, like reach out to someone and knows who the people that they reaching out to, make yourself available, man. Because I know it's hard on these guys, man. They done with millions and millions of dollars. They probably got millions and millions of hands at their discretion, and people asking for things. They need that time to themselves. They need people to understand them. They need people to talk to, man. And I'm just saying, man, like as a coach, and I said this on one of my previous videos before, I always talk about give me your best two, but what about the other 22? And in this case, around there, more the season's over with. What about his 24? And so I'm just leaving on that note. This is Kim the Sykes out this bitch.